I'm Dean Erickson, creator of the AbStar AIR. Today I'm going to take you through a 10-minute workout, possibly a 20-minute workout if I have enough energy. And what it's going to be is going to show you how you can work your whole body with the AbStar AIR. You only need the space of a mat, you need your AbStar AIR, and you need to put forth a little effort. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do, put the AbStar AIR down. As you see, it doesn't go anywhere, but there is instability, which is helpful when you're working out. And I'm going to start by stretching, because I've been sitting down all day at my desk, so I want to stretch that hip, my lower back. So I put my right knee right about on the star and I stretch down over. Now the good thing about the AbStar AIR is I can stretch through a range of motion, forward, side to side, and that helps stretch my hip. I can also press down against the AbStar AIR and then release, and that gives me a little more stretch. And it's just another benefit of the AbStar AIR. It's also very comfortable. So let's do the other side. Breathing through it, stretching down over. Now your left leg, maybe move the knee around a little bit so you're actually working your hip joint. Pressing down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax down over. Stretch back your back leg. So you stretch a little bit here in the hip flexor. And good. Okay. Now, because I'm here, I'm going to go right into back extensions. So I'm placing my belly button on the star, parallel. My upper torso is parallel to the ground. And I'm extending upward. So all of these muscles are working. And you want to have a strong back for many reasons. But sometimes those muscles weaken because we sit a lot, but also we do a lot of ab crunches generally, and we need to make sure the back is strong enough to balance out the strength of our abdominal muscles. Now if you have your arms out here, that makes the exercise more difficult because the center of gravity is further away from this midpoint. Don't ask me to do the physics of it. If your arms are here, that's a little easier. If your hands are behind you, that's a little easier still. And now I'm just going to rock a little bit. I'm stretching my back. And I'm also going to raise my right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder. Now this is working my back. It's working in a little different way. Okay, now I'm just going to stretch up. Stretch my abdominal muscles and also try to create some space in my vertebrae. Okay, excellent. Now, I'm going to do some side bends, get comfortable, hip on the ground, stretch out, and then let's side crunch maybe, whatever you'd like to call it, but it's a side bend. You're working these muscles here, part of your core muscles. And let's say we do 15, you will find that I miss the count a lot, so just chuckle, but let's call it 12, 13, 14, 15, working these muscles here. Now let's go to the other side, and forgive my back. Stretching out, and Make this harder by taking your hip off the ground, and then your legs are working harder to maintain your balance. And let's call that 15-ish. Okay, so I'm right here, sit on the ground, push back onto the AbStar AIR, lower back right on the star, torso parallel to the ground, and crunch. Okay. Exhale coming up, inhale down. Now notice, I'm not coming all the way up. I'm not employing my hip flexors. This is all right here. It's the abdominal muscles. That's typically what you use in a crunch. Sit-ups use your hip flexors, but your hip flexors are usually pretty strong and also pretty tight from sitting down. So I'm just trying to work my abdominals right now. Support my neck if I want. And these are actually quite difficult because I'm working directly against gravity. I'm not cheating. I can't cheat. I'm not rolling, like people do with the exercise ball. So, I don't know if that's 20, 25. Let's call it 100 just because it sounds better. But that's good enough for me right now. Okay, so now I'm going to rest these muscles. I'm going to do some chest pumps, okay? So the idea is, in circuit training, you work one muscle, you go to the next circuit, you work a different muscle, and the muscle you worked before gets a chance to rest. But your heart rate stays up, and you get a great workout, work up a great sweat, and with the AbStar AIR, you don't have to go anywhere. Your circuit is right here. It's in my hands. This is my circuit. I don't have to rest between sets. I just go right to the next thing. And let's say we're doing 60% of effort here, okay? Let's go. Pump, pump. 10, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 80%. A little slower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 90%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. 90% at least. Okay. That's exhausting. Now, another muscle group. Let's do inner thighs. So, AbStar at your knees and squeeze. If your knees bother you doing this, don't do it. They don't bother me. There's not enough movement to bother my knees, and I have torn menisci, one in each knee. So this shouldn't bother you, but if it does, don't do it, of course. A little winded. Talking and exercise is not what I usually do, but also this is a fair workout. Now I've exhausted the chest muscles with the chest pumps, but I'm also, when I was doing that, I was also working my hands, my forearms, and so you strengthen your grip. You do a lot of ancillary muscle work, not just the muscle that's doing the work of moving the joint, okay? So the inner thigh muscles are doing the moving of the legs. Yes, I'm getting a little tired. Oh, I forgot to see when we started, but let's call that 4 minutes. Okay, now 10 hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Alrighty, now let's try squats. Actually lunges, reverse lunges. And what I want you to do is just put your back foot, top of your foot on the AbStar AIR, 90-degree angle here, and we're just going to do 15 each leg. Let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what this does is add instability back here, so you need to balance more. It works your body a little differently than if my foot were just on the ground. Let's call that 15, okay? It keeps all the pressure right here. Alright, now let's go the other way. And be careful when you get on this because it's very unstable, which is part of the benefit. Okay. 1, 3. 13, 14, 15. All right, now let's do some push-ups. I have fairly wide shoulders, so I like to go on the outside of the star ends, up 2 of the star ends. You can be on your knees if it's easier or more appropriate for you. Come down, just touch the top. Don't bounce, just touch. Oh yeah. Okay. That was 20. Let's go back here. So, you can see I've been doing exercise after exercise. I don't need to rest. My heart rate is up. The AbStar AIR is perfect for this. It doesn't roll away. It's close to the ground. So, if you lost your balance or something, you could catch yourself. And it isn't pumped up under high pressure. The resistance is the air, but it's also the thicker material. So it's quite different than an exercise ball. And of course, I think much better. Man, I'm embarrassing myself. Whew. Now, I do this at home, sure. I've actually been taking the AbStar AIR to the gym as well. Going into, finding a corner, going into the exercise room, just doing my thing, and it's great. That isn't to say you shouldn't lift weights or do whatever you do. But if you're starting out, this is a good product to start with. And if you want to add to your routine, this is great. Because you can do this at home or wherever you are. And it's tiring. Okay, let's do this. Now, there are so many exercises you can do with the AbStar AIR. As time goes on, I'll do exercises in the chair, a chair. I'll do a video for beginners, maybe intermediates, and then of course some advanced stuff as well. This is probably intermediate generally, but it's hard, so you have to pace yourself. It's obviously tiring, especially when I'm talking, but it's exhausting for the muscles, whatever muscles I'm using. It's exhausting. Okay, so now let's go 10 at 90%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, for the women out there, if it's more comfortable to do it here, beneath your breasts, do that. Whatever works best for you. It's a very versatile, flexible device. Okay, so now, because I'm a little tired, I'm going to do a little balance work. Now, I'm on my knees. If I go forward, I can catch myself. If I go to side, I can catch myself. But you can see, this is an unstable surface. If I go back, my feet are there to catch myself. I don't want anyone standing on the AbStar AIR. It's too unstable. It's not made for standing. It's not made for standing balance. This, I think, it's advanced, but I think it's okay for people that are advanced, that know their bodies, that have worked out. It's working my core, it's working kind of everything, as you can see. Okay, my feet touch, so demerit for me. And for this workout, it's probably active rest in a way, because there are more fine motor movements. It's not extremely taxing muscularly. It's difficult, but I'm able to catch my breath a little bit. Okay, so now let's go back, do some more ab crunches, because why not? Now, I think 10 minutes are probably up, or pretty close to, but we'll see how far I get. Now this is slippery, because I'm sweating, so just be careful. And again, just like the ball gets slippery, you have to be careful, but the benefit is I'm only a few inches off the ground here, so I'm not going to fall and hurt myself. All right, here we go. Okay, that's 20. Now let's do some side to side, and what this is going to do, it's going to work the obliques a little bit more, but I'm continuing to maintain tension on the rectus abdominis. It's holding me up, and then I'm just twisting. So I'm feeling that through my obliques, through the sides of my rectus abdominis. And good. Now, let's try an old favorite called the plank. And although you can do this on the ground, if you do this on the AbStar AIR, it adds, again, instability. So, it makes it more difficult. And watch out for it being slippery. So you really have to maintain your position, your strength in your shoulders, certainly your strength in your core. And for me, it's actually an opportunity to catch some breath. Not that it's easy, but easier for me than some. Okay. Now, this next exercise, I'm going to do essentially what is a lat pull down. I'm going to be working the muscles in my back. Those muscles are attached to my arms. They help me pull my arms down against weight, pull my arms in against weight. In this exercise, because we're working on the mat, we're not doing any wall work right now. We'll do that at a later time. What you do, put your AbStar AIR out in front of you, and with your arms straight, and probably on your knees, because this is way too difficult for me to do any other way. Arms straight, and pulling those arms down and in, which raises your body. Now, I'm going to do something quite similar, but it's going to target a different area. And I'm going to target my triceps. So it'll look similar, but now my arms are bent. And so what the muscle that is actually making the joint move is the triceps, which extends the arm. So here you go. So I sit up straight. Now, my arms are bent. Oh my, that's going to be too hard. Okay, here we go. Now, believe it or not, this is burning my triceps, just with body weight. And I can adjust my body weight to add more just by moving back and leaning into it more. Not that I need to. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. Now let's do some more back as we're rounding into home. Now let's stretch. Okay. If that's enough, I don't blame you. I'm going to try to do some more reverse lunges. Let's do the other side. finish up with a few more inner thigh squeezes. And I'm not sure how many minutes I went. As you can see, I'm pretty soaked. And all I did was use the AbStar AIR and body weight, and I could work my whole body. Much easier, I think, than any other product out there. I can't think of anything that works as effectively. And part of it is the natural hold positions, which means I can squeeze with my hands, squeeze them with my legs. The low profile means my upper torso is going to be naturally parallel to the ground, which means I'm working harder against gravity. And because of the small circumference, it's 20 inches wide, 14 on the inside. I mean 20 inches in diameter, the circle, 14 on the inside diameter. When you're doing your ab crunches, it's not so big like a ball that you can just go back and rest your upper torso. You can't cheat with the AbStar AIR. It's just another one of the many, many benefits of using the AbStar AIR. So, AbStar AIR, that's something, that workout is something that can get you started. For those that have already bought the AbStar AIR, or those of you that are about to, I want to thank you all for watching. Well, why don't I start a corny slogan? Be a star with AbStar. I'm going to catch my breath. Thank you.